From showcasing his skills on America's Got Talent, Collins brings along a pack of chips on stage. He then borrows a dollar bill from Howie and gives it to Howard to read the unique serial number printed on it and writes it on a board. Finally, he burns the dollar bill and magically teleports it from his hand into that pack of chips. When the pack was opened, a dollar bill was found inside of it. On confirming the unique serial number, the bill exactly matched Howie's bill to end this amazing illusion. And the sequentially numbered bills and the $2 bills were already set up before the trick. If you notice, all the brand new bills in a 100-note bundle are sequentially numbered except the last few digits. Now, to make the serial numbers to exactly match, he only had to alter the digit 8 and turn it into 3. Now, using a sandpaper, he turns that 8 into a 3, and now he had 2 bills with the exact same serial number. He then folds both of the bills together to make it look similar, and then puts one of the bills inside the pack of chips and seals it using a double-sided tape. The other duplicate bill, he had it concealed in his pocket. Now, all this he had prepared before the trick started. So the way it was done during the trick was, he borrows a bill from Howie, then, using a quick sleight of hand, switches it with the bill he had prepared before the trick. If you notice, this was the reason he made the serial number to be read after he made the switch, and then he had all the control. Thereafter, the camera shows the bill's serial number, and then he proceeds by burning off the dollar bill, duplicate bill with the same serial number printed on it, which he finally reveals to end this amazing act. Performed the act of death saw magic, in which he split apart himself in 2 pieces using a giant saw blade. That was a really great piece of illusion created by him. But here's the actual secret behind it. It's not just Copperfield in this act alone, but supported by one of his assistants for the later part of the body. The actual positioning is done in such a way that together they seem to be just a single person. All the secret lies in the table beneath, and the slight gap between the tables that can easily pass the saw blade through that. The body of Copperfield is bent into the table, while the assistant's upper body is hidden in the table below. But at the end, hats off to the great piece of illusion and synchronization created by Copperfield. He once performed a trick on a talent show using 3 glasses and 3 balls that kept repeatedly disappearing. Using his amazing storytelling skills, he moved glasses around the table, showing few tiny balls appearing and disappearing under those glasses. Finally, he ends his performance by making 3 tennis balls to appear from within the glasses. So, how did he do it? He constantly picked up new balls and exchanged glasses under the table to make this act a success. For instance, at the start, Matt had 3 glasses stacked on top of each other. Here, only the bottom glass, which he showed to everyone, was empty, while the other 2 glasses stacked at the top each had a tiny ball inside it. Now, if you observe carefully, he first quickly puts those 2 top glasses on the table without showing it to anyone, as they each had a ball hidden inside. So this setup makes the sequence of balls appearing and disappearing thereafter easier to understand. Thereafter, in one of his moves, he even makes a ball disappear out of thin air. Here, if we slow it down, you can see it's a simple sleight of hand move. The ball is now in his left hand, hidden behind the table. This way, he manipulates the balls in various ways to make them magically appear and disappear in the act. Moments later, when he's done his tricks involving the tiny balls, if you see here, during the rare few moments when his hands were behind the table, he pulls another glass from behind and switches them with those on the table. For instance, in this frame, using his left hand, he gets rid of the glass behind the table and instantly pulls out another glass to create the illusion that it's the same glass. Now, these switched glasses were a perfect setup for the final reveal, tennis ball inside them, which he finally reveals at the end to create the amazing ball transformation effect. Alexander Magala performed the Sword Swallow act, with many calling it the most dangerous BGT act of all time. In this act, the sword swallower slid a blade down his throat and performed a variety of flips to the dismay of everyone present there. He then slid headfirst down a pole, stopping centimeters away from the blades of a chainsaw. Performers can be seen swallowing not just one, but multiple swords down their throat as if it's nothing, and then pulls it back out without any injury. Well, here's how they perform this trick. There are two ways to do it, by way of illusion and in reality. But this act is all an illusion, and the point of the sword actually enters the performer's gut. Well, the act is an interaction between a human's upper gastrointestinal tract and a sword. And through years of practice, the performer he even learned to line up the parts of his body into a straight line, straightens his esophagus, and shoves that blunt sword right through his mouth to perform this scary act. Lips tightly biting the sword blade so that the roll doesn't fall out easily. So now it's up to you to decide, do they swallow the sword for real or take the help of a gimmick blade? Seen the amazing acts of levitation, and this street levitation trick has become quite common and simple to understand. This act of levitation is the one next level of levitation trick and a quiet, incredible street magic trick. So, can you guess how this trick is performed? The guy at the bottom is seated upon a metal plate that has a support rod that comes out from his sleeves, and the later part of the support rod is disguised as a wooden stick that the above man holds and levitates in the air. But that piece of wooden stick is still connected to the support rod and has a metal plate seating where anyone can sit very easily and with creating the illusion of being levitating in the air above. Here's the actual and complete structure that will make it easier for you to understand.